Thank you, Asek Ann. Our next question is from Sweet Life Events, Aiza Peñaflor. How about po yung ganitong scenario? Nag-cancel si client because of COVID na hindi na natuloy ang wedding dahil under GCQ. Pero nalaman namin na tumuloy ang kasal nila but sa ibang suppliers na. At ngayon nag-request ng refund. Ano po ang pwedeng gawin sa request nila na refund? Director Mel po, for this question.
So, clear lang tayo sa facts, ha? The event, wedding ba? Wedding, kaya? The wedding was canceled. Was canceled.
Opo.
So, hindi na siya nag-push through in that particular venue, which is the subject of the prepayment, diba?
Yeah.
So, hindi siya natuloy doon. Pero natuloy siya in another venue or place. Ang tanong ko lang, ano ba yung level ng community quarantine kaya doon sa in that new venue?
GCQ daw po.
Kaya
hindi natuloy, kaya hindi natuloy ang wedding.
Now they're asking for refund. Asek. Teka lang, ha?
Balik naman tayo sa golden rule.
Golden rule
Kasi, I mean, because here, kinancel mo yung event, di ba? The facts are, the client canceled the event kasi nga because of the community quarantine. And then, the supplier, the event's place owner, heard that natuloy naman pala, pero sa ibang lugar na. 'Di ba? Sa ibang lugar na. Those details, no, very sketchy pa. Medyo konti-konti yung details. Hindi natin po kasi alam kung natuloy yung kasal, kung pamilya lang ba, yung, 'di ba, kung pamilya lang ba yung nandoon, tapos natuloy yung kasal. So, if they had planned for a wedding where they have 200 guests. Suddenly, tinuloy na lang nila, pumunta sila sa ibang lugar, pamilya na lang. Hindi klaro sa facts, kaya lang if based on what is given to us, medyo meron din pagkukulang yung client. Kung hindi man lang sila din forthright, kaya sabi ko bumalik tayo sa golden rule. It says a canceled event, the MC says a canceled event or a scaled down event. In this case, the event actually took place. Kasi yung MC is for a canceled event, so hindi siya kinancel, right? It can also apply to a scaled down event. Probably it was scaled down, but not with the same supplier. So medyo yung MC natin does not contemplate yung parang iba pa yung supplier na tuloy naman pala yung event. It's because our MC is for a canceled event. So dun sa part ng client, although the facts are you know, pag abogado ka, gusto mo yung lahat ng facts ay klarong-klaro. So dun lang sa what is given to us, for me, I would think that you cannot invoke this MC because in the first place, hindi naman, it's for a canceled event. Hindi mo na kinancel yung event. The event actually took place but with another supplier. So I do not know because we have that also golden rule there kung nagkulang din yung, for me, nagkulang din yung client because nilalagay nga natin yung golden rule for both the parties to also deal with each other in good faith.
Thank you, Asek Ann. For our next question, this is about scaled down events. This is from a consumer, Jen. can I get the full refund since the rate of the supplier for intimate package is 79,000 for 50 packs and my original package is 87,000 for 130 packs. Since the event will be scaled down, can I decide to look for another smaller venue or event organizer? Entitled po ba ako for full refund from the previous package?
So in this case, doon sa application ng circular, hindi na siya scaled down. If you want to look for another, di ba Mel, Director Mel, hindi na siya scaled down. If you're saying na, can I look for another supplier or events place owner? Because ang tinitingnan natin, nagbayad ka sa supplier events place owner, na-cancel yung event mo, MC 2030 will apply. Nagbayad ka sa supplier, scale down mo yun, ibabalik niya yan. So those are the scenarios contemplated in MC 2030.
Yes,
dito, medyo iba. Mag-scale down ka, pero hindi na doon sa
different
supplier na yun.
So what is contemplated under the MC is it refers to the same supplier.
Right.
Yes,
The same supplier. Yun yung sinabi ko kanina na we cannot really put in one guideline all possible configurations, but based on the guidelines that have been issued, that is really para sa amin yung to address yung nagbayad ka tapos hindi matutuloy yung event mo or kailangan mong bawasan yung attendees. This is the MC for you. Pero dun sa ibang mga cases, ibang scenarios na binibigay dito, tapos it's not what is contemplated, it's not within the scope of the MC, we cannot also apply this MC.
There is a clarification from Jen, the one who asked the question. Yung catering event daw po yun. It's the same supplier. Nag-scale down from 87,000 for 130 packs to 79,000 pesos for 50 packs. Entitled ba siya for the refund?
Same caterer?
Same caterer po.
Yes, if it's the same caterer and scaled down.
And,
okay. Yes.
And the catering was part or is part of the package, no, ASEC? It should form part of the package para maka-avail siya.
Yes, that is the event. It is an event, ha? It is an event na within the MC, yung mga sinasabi natin, ha? The events are listed there and similar events, whether they're personal or business related. So it should be those events. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, ASEC and Director Mel. I will entertain question from the audience. Nag-raise hand po si Miss Ria Sarmiento. Miss Ria, kindly ask your question po.
Hello, good morning. May contract kasi kami ni supplier. Pero yung contract is cancellation or refund. The client forbids all payment paid in the event she canceled his agreement for whatsoever reason, except in the event of death or serious illness within the immediate family member. Sa contract po kasi, walang force majeure na indicated. Ito lang yung cancellation or refund na nakalagay. So, nagtatanong po ako kasi hindi natuloy yung wedding namin supposedly April 30 siya. ECQ during that time. Tapos sa Antipolo pa siya, ECQ din sila during that time. And yung mga events canceled talaga. So, nire-refund ko yung binayad ko, which is nakapag full payment na kami prior ng wedding, prior din mag-ECQ. Kaso, sabi nila, kailangan namin magbayad ng non-refundable daw na 40,000. Yun po yung dilemma. Sabi nila, dapat daw magtingin ako dito sa clause ng cancellation or refund sa contract. Tama po ba siya na magbayad kami ng 40,000? Wala naman din, hiningi ko din kung ano yung mga receipts na nagamit for that 40,000. Wala din naman silang sinabi. Sabi lang nila, tignan yung clause number 6 dun sa contract. Ayun po.
Yes. Ano ho nakalagay sa clause number 6?
Cancellation, no refund. The client forfeits all payment made in the event she canceled his agreement for whatsoever reason, except in the event of death or serious illness within the family members. Wala na pong nakalagay na regarding force majeure.
Walang provision on regarding force majeure.
Wala po.
Fortuitous event.
Wala po.
So ASEC Ann, am I correct if I say that it is covered by the memorandum circular since there's no such provision in the contract regarding fortuitous event?
But
So
there is a
covered siya.
provision. Sorry. Go ahead,
ASEC, there's a provision on cancellation.
Cancellation. Yes.
Yes, but there's no specific provision on fortuitous event as a ground.
Yes.
Yes, pero it was canceled for attorney because of the ECQ implementation during that time.
Right.
So if it was if the event was canceled due to the restriction, so the MC applies. Now, kung canceled siya, absolved ang both parties from their respective obligations, right? Si venue supplier, wala na siyang obligation to provide the venue. At the same time, wala rin, ma-absolve na rin yung client from paying if there's still a balance of the full payment, yung ganun. So, yun bang 46,000 na china-charge nila, ngayon lang nila china-charge or they're going to deduct it from your advance payment?
Actually, dideduct po nila, nakapag-full payment na po kami sa kanila.
Oh.
But before ng ECQ po, full payment na kami sa kanila, mga March or February.
Under the circular kasi, ang pwede nilang i-deduct yung expenses, relevant expenses incurred prior to the community quarantine.
Yes, actually, I was asking them na bigyan ako ng receipts kasi nag-attend ako last webinar. So, sabi ko sa kanila, sige, I'll pay for the 40,000 na sinasabi niyong non-refundable, pero you have to provide me the receipts na
yes, tama.
that's for my, na ginamit niyo for my wedding.
Yeah.
Na supposedly.
In the circular, di ba?
Yes
Proof.
po. Yes po. Kaso, ayaw nila talaga na i-refund. Eh, ayoko naman sana na mag-file ng complaint since kung maaasikaso naman or makakapag come up naman kami. Kaso, they don't want to process the refund na yun nga. Dahil dun sa 40K na kino-charge sa amin.
But they're aware of the circular.
Yes, I told them na nag-attend ako ng webinar last. And then, sabi nila, tignan ko daw yung clause number 6. Sinabi ko din sa kanila na walang force majeure stated dun sa contract namin. Kino-comment pa din nila na tignan ko pa din yung clause number 6 dun sa contract. So, sabi ko, kaya po actually nag-email ako sa inyo just for, para lang kung may reply kayo, mai-forward ko sana sa kanila. So, para hindi na din ako dumaan dun sa complaint na yun nga, masyadong mahabang process.
You sent us an email already? Meron na bang
yes,
email?
Yes, nag-email po ako
Kanino
actually.
po? Kanino yung email?
Consumers, madami may...
Consumer
email.
care?
Yes po, actually madami pong nakasisi eh. May si Director Abreni, kami mga ganun po eh. Hindi ko din po alam. Dari lang.
So, ano yung name mo? Ria
Alisa Sarmiento.
So, we take note of your concern, kunin namin yung name mo.
Okay po. Nag-send din po, ay actually in-attach ko po dun yung contract namin for your, din po, checking din nung nag-email ako.
Oh. may marireceive kang reply niya. For
Sige po.
sure, Ria.
Opo.
Oo.
Sige po.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much po, attorney.
Thanks.
Sige po.
Thank you. We have another consumer here who would like to ask question. Miss Chris.
Hello, yes.
Yes.
Yung concern ko kasi is, so nakausap na namin yung supplier and then sinabi nila previously na magre-refund sila. Kasi naka-state sa contract na parang all payments are non-refundable. Pero nakausap namin sila, sabi nila magre-refund sila ng 50%. And then a week after, sinabi nila na hindi na sila magre-refund. Ano ba yung pwede na gawin doon? Hello?
Hello, yes.
Yes.
Chris? So, meron kayong contract.
Opo.
In your contract, merong provision na non-refundable?
Yes, all payments are non-refundable. But then, nung nakausap namin sila, parang na-mention nila na magre-refund na sila ng 50% given nga the situation. Tapos after a week, kasi hindi yun yung event coordinator namin na nagkipag-usap sa amin. So so after a week, nakausap na namin yung event coordinator namin and then sabi nila na hindi na pala sila magre-refund.
Asek, parang medyo may issue doon kasi 'di ba? Iba yung kausap niya eh. 'Di ba? Yung kausap nyo na okay, magre-refund kami is not the event supplier.
Same supplier naman po. Parang ibang person lang na kino-coordinate. Same company. Parang, yeah.
Were you able to parang document yung usapan nyo? Meron bang
It's in a phone call po kasi. Phone call lang.
Minsan,
From what I understand, yung concern niya, there is a contract, right?
Yes,
the contract says that if there is any payment, that payment is non-refundable for whatever reason, right?
Yes.
Yes, for whatever reason. Kaya lang, nung nag-cancel kayo, sabi nila, magre-refund na lang sila pero 50%. But after that, hindi na sila bumalik sa inyo. Right?
Yes, opo. Parang nagtawag ulit kami kasi nga i-confirm na talaga namin yung refund, na magre-refund po kami. And then, sabi nila, they have new rules na hindi na sila magre-refund.
Kasi yun yung sinasabi dun sa circular na if there is a contract, we will honor that contract, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung napagkasunduan ng mga partido. Kaya nga lang nilalagay natin yung act of goodwill kasi initially may act of goodwill siya, sinasabi niya kahit may provision na non-refundable, magre-refund siya kaya lang 50%, right?
Yes.
So, ngayon binawi niya yung kanyang mag-50%. Doon na tayo, babalik na naman tayo sa golden rule. Kasi napag-usap, siya na yung mismo nagsabi na magbabalik siya ng 50%. Tapos ngayon, hindi na naman siya magbabalik. But maliwanag sa kontrata ninyo, right, na non-refundable yon.
Yes.
Oo. So, sana yung mga supplier din, wag nyo ding paglaruan yung client. Kasi nga, nag-extend na kayo nung act of goodwill na magbabalik kayo even if there is a provision in the contract that says it's non-refundable. You unilaterally said out of the goodness of your heart na ibabalik nyo yung 50%, tas ngayon bigla nyong hindi na ninyo ibabalik. Kasi talagang under the contract, kung non-refundable siya, there is no obligation to give it back. Legal obligation. But now, that's why pinapasok natin yung mga on human relations, yung golden rule, at saka yung fair play, yung goodwill, Kasi nga, in-encourage natin dahil iba naman talaga yung sitwasyon ngayon, it is very exceptional, that yun ang iiral. Hindi lang yung na pagkasunduan nyo, na nakapirma kayo doon. Ang iiral, talagang more goodwill that is being encouraged.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. And yeah, we will have our last question from Sweet Life Events, Miss Aiza Peñaflor. Miss Aiza, please.
Hi, hello ma'am. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
Yung question ko po, ito po yung about yung kanina. I'm an event planner. So, yung client po kasi ay nakakontract sa akin ng all-in wedding package. Means venue, caterer, flowers, makeup, as in all-in po na kailangan for the wedding. Ang scenario po kasi, nag-agree na sila nung una na mag-reschedule na lang sila kasi nga apektado yung date namin ng under by GCQ. Ngayon po, nagulat na lang ako na nag-message sila sa akin na magre-refund sila. Magre-refund na lang daw sila kasi nga because of COVID at hindi na matutuloy talaga yung wedding dahil hindi nga talaga kakayanin daw. But nagulat nung after 1 week, nagulat ako, natuloy po yung wedding nila dun sa ibang place, but under by GCQ pa rin siya, yung place na yon. Nag-offer naman ako dati kay bride na pwede naman niya kaming bit-bitin, maiiba lang yung venue. Kasi nga yung venue namin which is Tagaytay. Pwede niya kaming bitbitin lahat ng suppliers niya from Tagaytay para doon sa gusto niyang maging venue kung sakaling tutuloy basta hindi na under ng GCQ. So yun nga po, nagpupulso pa rin siya ng refund dahil dun sa hindi nga daw natuloy yung event niya dito sa Tagaytay. Honestly, dun po medyo nahihirapan po akong mag-desisyon kasi 30% na yung binayad niya sa akin, which is nabayad ko na rin. Nabayad ko na rin dun sa venue, full payment na ako, and other suppliers niya, nabayaran ko na rin lahat. Paano po kaya yung magandang gawin sa ganitong sitwasyon?
Ang tanong po namin sa inyo, kailan nyo po naibayad?
1 year po before the 1 year before the preparation ng wedding day niya. Kung ang wedding po niya this year, last year pa po, nabayad ko na po yun. Nung once na nagbayad na sila sa amin.
Meron po kayong proof?
Yes, meron po akong proof na full payment na ako dun sa venue and then other suppliers niya.
Kayo ba yung venue supplier or
Ay, iba pa
you
po.
are the event organizer?
Organizer lang po. Opo.
O kasi the memorandum circular refers to the venue supplier. Kung siya sana yung naka-receive ng prepayment. So para kayo yung parang agent ni supplier?
Ano po, kasi pagka event organizer po, kumbaga lahat kami na yung nagpo-provide ng kailangan nila. As in parang pupunta na lang sila dito sa Pilipinas for the wedding na lang. Bali, sa akin po nakakontrata si bride ng all-in package. Pero yung perang binayad naman niya, which is nabayaran ko naman po lahat ng suppliers na kailangan niya. Nung nagbayad sila sa akin. Which is last year pa po yun.
Parang this is a different case. Kasi
Opo.
iba yung ating MC, ang kino-contemplate niya, yung venue supplier is the owner of the venue.
Opo.
Event organizer siya.
Opo.
So, parang ganun na rin kasi no, Asek, na ine-expect niya, ikaw na lahat yung magpo-provide ng the venue plus yung other relevant.
It's a package deal.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
package
Po.
deal. So, mag-a-apply na rin sa'yo yung memorandum circular.
That is why si Director Mel was asking whether you can show proof of those expenses because ilalabas ko na lang yung I will park for a while yung sinasabi mo na nangyari yung kasal niya sa ibang
Yes.
ibang event, sa ibang
Apo,
place,
ibang
no?
venue, ibang place.
Sa ibang
yes.
venue. Ang titingnan natin what relates to you and her contract with you. So, ang ano dito is you had incurred those expenses. Doon sa under your agreement na ikaw yung you will handle the entire package. You have already paid for all those. Now,
Okay po.
the refund kasi is only available kung may ibabalik kang pera. Because if you have already, whether it's full or partial, no? Because if has she paid you in full, di ba? Has she paid you in full? Kung hindi pa naman full, tapos binayad mo din sa suppliers, and you can show proof that it is directly related to her event, yun ang ipepresent mo. Ipepresent mo
Okay
sa
po.
kanya na because dito, the amount will be refunded kung yung ang event na-cancel, tapos, or na-scale down, but it presupposes kayo pa rin yung kausap. Ngayon, kung mapakita mo na you have already incurred it, all those expenses, eh hindi mo naman kasalanan na lumipat siya sa iba.
Sa iba.
Diba? And I don't think you were even informed because you only discovered it. So, I think that the circular would really just give you that protection na sasabihin na I have already incurred these expenses. These are the proof that they have been incurred for the event that you have contracted me to handle. So, ang ano lang doon, ang mababalik mo lang doon, as far as I'm concerned, ang mababalik mo lang doon is kung merong sobra. Because hindi na niya kinancel sa'yo. I mean, it's canceled as to you. Huwag na nating pag-usapan yung nagpakasal siya sa ibang lugar. Basta with respect to you, yung kontrata niyong dalawa, ang ibabalik mo, yung halaga na hindi mo pa na spend as long as those expenses were paid before the lockdown and provided that they directly relate to that particular event and you have proof that would show that indeed this was paid and it relates to that event.
Okay po.
Okay.
Thank you po. At least malinaw na po sa amin. Maraming salamat po.
Okay.
Thank you. It's already 12:43. If you have still questions or kung hindi pa clear yung presentation, you can still email us your questions to consumercare@dti.gov.ph. Also, after this, we will be sending the link of the consumer feedback form. After you have accomplished the form, mabibigyan kayo ng link to download the presentation materials. So at this point, any last words po from our panelists? Ms. Whirl, nandito pa po ba kayo?
Yes, Thea, I'm still here.
Yes, Ms. Whirl. Few words po before we close.
Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng participants. So, and ito lang, I just want to inform parties na medyo mahaba po ang proseso kung magpuproceed tayo sa adjudication. So, as much as possible, since nagkaroon na tayo na avenue for yung negotiation, sana during the mediation stage, magkaroon po tayo ng chance na magkausap na mabuti para ma-avoid na natin yung tedious process po ng proceedings kung magtutuloy tayo sa filing ng formal complaint.
Thank you, Ms. Whirl. Director Mel po. Director Mel, you're on mute po.
Thank you everyone for joining us in the 7th session of our series of webinars. So tandaan nyo lang po, the door of DTI, particularly CPG, is open to all of you, open for all your concerns. So thank you again. Thank you, Asek. Thank you, Werlin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Mel. And of
Oh,
course,
you're welcome.
Asek Ann po.
Yes, okay, thank you very much for staying with us up to way past lunch. I hope that you learned something. We are always willing to address your concerns. Send us an email. I just would like to leave you with what I said about goodwill, yung mabuting pakikipagkapwa. I think that that is what we all need at this time. So with that, thank you, CPAB, Director Mel. Thank you, FTEP. Thank you, Thea, for the good moderating of this webinar. At sa inyong lahat, maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone. Please
Bye.
don't
Thank you,
forget.
Thea.
Yes,
Thank
Thank
you,
don't forget to
Thea.
like and
CPAB
follow
team.
DTI Consumer Care Facebook page po for more updates. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Bye. Take care po. Bye.